man stopped breathing. He was, and he was just staring. I let it go 5 minutes before I sprung it on him that it was crap, you know, because I thought he was going to fall over.
Well, Slash says he's in good shape now. You know, he's not totally a health fiend, but everything's going good.
Yeah, I mean, everybody will get in better shape once we, like, you know, get some, you know, some form of regimentation down, you know, and stuff, and realize what we're in and what we're doing, and we're doing it every day because we want to take this for the long haul, and as long as that can be. It'd be nice if we could, you know, go for 1.5 to 2 years. Because there'll be, after this comes out, there'll be an EP of 6 punk rock songs coming out, and we're already starting to work on new material now with an 8-track on the road, and hopefully, you know, we can fire something out by the end of this, rather than wait forever.
I think it's kind of touching that you're putting out this punk rock tribute EP now that, you know, the band is expanding its sort of horizons and moving on to different kinds of material, but remain true to your roots. You know?
Well, yeah, and also because I've watched, like, you know, I got made fun of for liking the Ramones.
Yeah.
And then, you know, 8 years go by, and then everybody that was making fun of me is sitting around watching Rock and Roll High School and loving it. And you know, I want a lot of these people to hear songs that they didn't hear. I mean, they're selected cuts that you can't really find the original recordings that they're on, and B-sides and stuff of songs we think really rocked and way influenced us. And we also do a tribute to Stiv Bators. We did Ain't It Fun with Mike Monroe, and it was really strange because when we did it, you know, both of us in certain places, without even trying, ended up sounding a bit like Stiv, you know. Candles would flicker and bells would ring for no reason, and we were like, Stiv's here.
God. And Johnny Thunders died too. It's been a bad year for those guys. Yeah. We were out talking to a lot of the fans out for like hours out front tonight. It's on Slash. It's amazing that given the amount of material that's actually come out from Guns N' Roses, not a lot for like a major band, but there's really this connection between the fans and the group. I mean, it's just incredible. Do you still get to talk to people and get some feedback from them? Can you do that? Can you go out and like just meet them?
Yeah, I mean, I have to usually somewhat keep it a bit controlled and stuff so things don't get crazy and stuff. But, you know, I was out signing autographs and talking to other people tonight. And, or I'll, like, keep in touch with somebody who does have a really good ear to the street and stuff, you know, so I can keep up with what's going on out there and keep aware and keep up to date and stuff, even if I'm busy and have to stay home and work on my record.
I mean, do you think this is because of the state of music at the moment? It's like this kind of, whatever this stuff is on the charts. I mean, you're like the only guys.
Yeah, I'm not bagging on anybody else, but there's a lot of people that are just worried about being rock stars or individual rock stars in bands, you know, and I mean, there's a lot of, with Guns N' Roses fans, there's a lot of Axl, you know, but it's like, this is a band, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do the way I do it, and wouldn't be able to get the recognition if I didn't have the band I have being supportive and playing the music that they play that makes me run around and stuff. You know, we all pretty much get off on each other a lot, you know, so it's definitely a band thing. It's, you know, it's weird because it's like the Doors movie wasn't really about the Doors, you know, but I mean, you knew that was going to happen and stuff, but it was, there wouldn't have been, you know, the place for him to do what he did if he didn't have that band.
Yeah, right, precisely. And you met Arnold Schwarzenegger too, I gather. I mean,
Arnold was great. Arnold's really nice.
How did this happen?
He apparently is a Guns N' Roses head. You know, and he was working on his movie, and he said that he was talking with Jim Cameron, the director who did The Abyss, and he was saying he wanted to get some good music, some hard music, some Guns N' Roses.
Some really strong
for like
stuff.
a very long time, and finally, like, you know, last month, all of a sudden he was like, I think you're right. And I was like, it's a little late. But what worked out really cool is we wanted to put out a version of a song, You Could Be Mine. And also with Don't Cry, so we have a rocker and a ballad. And we let them listen to a lot of the material, and the song they picked was You Could Be Mine. And so it worked out good for both of us. And we shot a video for it we filmed the show in the Ritz, and then, you know, I guess Arnold was flying back from Cannes or something, going, I want to be in the video. So Arnold got all his people and put together a video. So we'll have yet to see what it's like.
Have you seen the movie?
I saw the movie. I liked it. It's Terminator meets The Abyss. It's real high tech.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to give anything away about it.
Does your song crop up in a particularly moving part of the movie?
The song pops up in a way that the kids will like go, yeah, and they'll love it, you know, and that's a lot of fun, because I remember being like that when I was a kid, you know,
Yeah.
just crank my rock and roll, you know, and so it works real good that way, and it's pretty energetic.
Yeah. Was it Skid Row the first band that came to your mind when you said we need an opening act? Who should we get? So it's got to be them.
Well, we just figured that we wanted a really high energy. We wanted to give the people something they really wanted, more than other acts at the time, and something on a hard rock vein. And we, Skid Row was doing really great, and people wanted them. And then Sebastian and I get along great.
Yeah.
You know, we're hoping to work together some, and
like record together.
it just, yeah, we want. I told you that last time. We want to do a version of Amazing Grace. So
right.
we haven't got to it yet, but. I just thought it would be a good package because it will only be for a while, you know, and then they're going to go with a couple other bands and then hopefully go to headlining themselves. And so, you know, it's when you're a kid, you're always going, you know, it would be a great show if I could see this band and this band and this band. And we just knew that that would be one of the shows that if we didn't do, people would be talking, well, what would that be like? The two things together. So it's something we felt we had to do, you know. I mean, I was going to say, like, almost even if we had hated them, but we don't, you know, we were going, no, we got to do this because it'll be a lot of fun, you know. And the fact that we get along so well and that they're really into what they do and it's high energy, I mean, they got the crowd all worked up for when we come out there.
Definitely.
And it's definitely now it's a really large audience cross, you know, and they have a lot of people that haven't seen us. There's a lot of Skid Row fans that are more into Skid Row than Guns N' Roses. There's Guns N' Roses fans that are more into us than Skid Row. And it brings us to all of them, you know, and I really like that.
Do you think the music business understands what Guns N' Roses is by this point, or do they just see it as like, well, these are the latest hit makers?
I don't know. I think the music business is starting to go, well, you're not making a whole lot of mistakes, so we'll just go with it. And if it's fun for everybody, it'll be cool. And we're trying to make things nice for everybody that's involved.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really fun for me, you know, because, you know, getting the reputation of such a brat, you know, it's good to turn it around. Jesus. I feel like a brat when I'm up there running around. I feel like a little kid.
Are you conscientiously trying to keep the business from taking over the music? I mean, you know, everybody turning up in suits to have meetings about the future of the band and stuff.
And we don't really have that. You know, we really have a lot of control over everything we do. And we have the full support of Geffen Records, and there's not a whole lot of getting in the way, and if somebody is really getting in the way, we figure out a way to remove them. So. So it's going really nice, and that's the advantage of selling, you know, 12 million records or whatever we sold off, you know, off Appetite. You know, there's a reason for the power, and there's a lot of people that are going, well, if I was Axl, I would do this with the power and the sound. It's like, yeah, but we're just starting this tour. People have no idea what I want to do with my position and where I'm at. You know, I'm trying to find the right organizations. I want to get involved with things for child abuse and sexual abuse for children, but I don't know exactly where to place. You know,
you must get hit on by a lot of people, I would imagine.
Yeah,
right?
you know, you got Bill Cosby sending you things to donate $5,000 to a library or something, you know, but at the same time going, but Bill would hate my record.
Yeah.
So.
God. So the next 2 years are going to be doing this, right? You don't have any side projects. You're not going to be starring in a movie or anything like that. This is strictly the band.
I mean, if there's any room in time off, because I mean, you know, I'd like to do a bit part, you know, something small, you know, and if we have 2 weeks and the filming's really quick, that'd be really nice if it's the right thing.
Maybe an Arnold movie or something.
You know? Yeah, we talked a little. So.